Mir Chayoven betfilin, Rapturim. Who does the mitzvah of tefillin apply to? Chayla me'ayin. Someone has a stomach problem. So maybe he has to keep going to the bathroom. So Shagas, what should you do with tefillin? So he says, a filler ain't tzad. After I put them in a tefillin, he's put up in tefillin. A filler ain't like tzad. Now that has nothing to do with pain. I mean, usually a chayla has to do with pain, you know. Even if he has no pain, but he has a problem. A filler chayla b'shvakim uber chayvus mipnei she'en yochel lizoyer b'hem heitev lishma as asma b'nikiyas. He can't control his body. Ein loy lahachma al atzma b'zeh. That to be machma, that hope that for the next 10 minutes I'll have no problem. Ella b'shas krishma utfila. That's when he could be machma. V'hu shenir aloi, that it seems to him sheyochel lamod es atzmai b'kuf not he can control himself. V'ketzad yasa misha eini yochel lishom es atzmai mehofiach b'shas atfila yizbar b'sim peyaka. Avul shah chayla, any other person that's sick, im etztaya b'chelyoy, if he has pain, ve'ein datam yushavas alav, so his mind is not at rest, neitzare, because of the pain. So he's potter, v'nei she'osel asir datam ahem. Ve'im lav, if not, if he can control himself, that he doesn't have all this full pain and everything, then is chayiv al papishu chaylam, even though he's a sick person. Noshim b'avodim kananim peturim mitfilim mitnei shehu mitzesah shazman groma sharei Shabbos v'yontav ein zman tefillah. And we have a rule that mitzvah shazman groma, women are part of them. Ve'im rotzo anoshim hachma hasam anicham moichem biyodam. Mitnei she'ein nem yodes lishma as asman b'nekiyas. This is there is in Gemara there is stories that there were women that they did wear tefillin. Hamaniach tefillin tzarach lizor may hiru taivas noshim. Have to think about women. Ve'imi yevshalai b'lei hirurim. He can't control himself. Taiv shalai yanicham. It's better that he shouldn't put on the tefillin. V'hu she'yadu lebevadai she'yevshalai zlayhara. That he knows for sure that he can't control himself on these machshavas. Avam misopet v'yimna mimitzvah tefillin. If it's only a sopet, you shouldn't stop. Now he talks about dinner but oval. Someone that Chas v'shalom lost a relative. So he says, oval b'yem rishon shel avelos tahainu b'yem akvura asa l'aniach tefillin. Now when he says b'yem rishon and he said tahainu b'yem akvura, That means to say, if the person died on Moshe Sunday, and the Levaya is going to be Monday, so he's an Einim. And Monday is the Yom HaKvura. So he's put from Tefillin, up he din. The Babisha minig is that they put on Tefillin after Levaya. V'pnei Tefillin the Quran Pe'er. Tefillin is called Pe'er, means an ornament. Shenema Pe'ercha Chaber Sh'olecha. Your ornament, or your crown over there was on you. Ve'evel Ma'oilo Ba'ofa Kivinu. Ve'ein Noah Lo Says Pe'er Takas Eifa. In other words, over there it says that he had dirt, earth on his head. Abu B'yoim Habeis. That means the day after the burial, chayiv with tefillin is chayiv with tefillin. She'ika the meridas ein ela yom echad. He's very bitter. He's very emotional. So that's the first day. Shenema v'acharisa ki yom mar. So Yom means one day of Rosh Yochad Yom. And Mikomakom lo yanich ad acha hanetzach hama. In other words, you should wait the second day. You should wait after the netzach hama. She'os kvar over mixes man haroi v'niatun, because the zman starts when you could be diavad. You can start before because the shachar or mishiyake, which is before the Netzach. The Amrina, we say, mix zayin kekulei. So maybe it's as though the whole day passed already. So you're ready in the next day. Which costs to be every day, Shebechas. Kivan Sheiniach, once he puts it on, Shuv Ein Choylitz. Shouldn't take it off. Afilu Bol Panim Chadoshes. The Hainu Menachim Chadashim, Shohoyu Esmo, so it awakens again the Avelis. It makes no difference. Abu Atchila, Lo Yaniach B'pneihem, Ad Sheyechu Lehem. We're not nizir in all these dinim, in the dinim of Avelis. Our minig is that the tefillin are put on the day right after, even on the day of the Levaya, but after Levaya, says it's done b'tzina. Okay. I'll tell you an interesting story. There was on the internet, they have a site called VIN, Was is Nice. And there's a rabbi there that he's not a great chassid or a great friend of chassidim, but he happened to post over there that in Lakewood, the Rosh Yeshiva, Reb Shnei Koto, that's the son of the first one, his Yosef is also Gimel Thomas. And he has a whole write-up about him, about his greatness and things that he accomplished and all. And he writes there in the middle of the article, he writes that he became a chosn before the war, and then later, because of the war, he ran one place and the Kala ran to another place. So he ended up in Eretz Yisrael, and the Kala ended up in Shanghai. And she was raised by Ashkenazi. He took care of her. And they all waited for all the years of the war, and they didn't break up their connection. And when she came out from Shanghai, when they came back, and he came from Eretz Yisrael, there was a whole issue about getting married. And they write over there that there's not a word mentioned about Lubavitch over there. But the truth is, I called someone today that I know knows about it. So he told me that what the story was, that the Shneya's mother wanted to break up the shidduch, and the Lubavitcher Rebbe, the Friedrich Rebbe, got involved, and he didn't let it happen. And the end was that they got married, and her Unterführer was Rebbe Ashkenazi, and his wife from Shanghai. Okay. So the one who told me that part, I said, I'll tell you an experience that I had with the Shneya. What was the experience? It's interesting to quote him on this. There was a time when the yeshivas, or when Lubavitch started making yeshivas out of town. So they made a yeshiva in Cincinnati. They made a yeshiva. And at the same time, the Lakewood group, or some Misnagdim also, made a yeshiva in Cincinnati. Then they made a yeshiva in Lubavitch made a yeshiva in California. They also made a yeshiva in California. So it was becoming like a competition. So the Rebbe spoke, the Shag spoke with the Rebbe, and the Rebbe told the Shag that go speak to the Shneya about it. The question, where's he going to meet the Shneya? So happens that there is an organization which we were one of the founders of called ARTS. ARTS stands Advanced Association of Advanced Rabbinical Talmudic Schools. And they accredit all the yeshiva goers that it's schools of higher education. And they're like a college, a university, and the students get money from the government, get given grants. So in order to be able to do this, you have to be accredited. And there was no agency that will accredit yeshiva. They don't know what yeshiva is. So we made our own accrediting agency, and that was called ARTS. And it was started by a group of 9 yeshivas, and Lubavitch was one of the 9 that started. So we used to have meetings. From time to time there were meetings, and the rule was that all the things they have to vote on, the head of the yeshiva, the Rosh Yeshiva, has a vote. So to these meetings in the early years, Shag would come there, Rabbi Moshe Feinstein would come there, Rabbi Ruderman from Baltimore would come there, and because they had to vote. But they knew nothing about the college programs and everything. So that was already, I was from there together with him when it came about the college. It was me, there's a Weisberg, there was a whole group that we worked, but officially, you have to work, you have to vote, So after the meeting, Rashak says to Shneya, I'd like to talk to you. So I don't remember if it was in the same room or they went into another room, but I happened to go along with him, with the Rashak. And the Rashak said to him, do you mind, in Yiddish, of course, do you mind if he's here? So he said, no. He said, I know him, I know his family, he could be here. So he told the Rashak told him the problem, and he said like this, in Cincinnati I could stop it, but in California I can't stop it. But he says, ich verstehe, I don't understand you. What doesn't he understand? He said in Yiddish, he said, ihr hat a koyach, was mir haben nicht. Euer koyach ist, ihr könnt schicken Talmidim über die ganze Welt und soll gehen. Und wir können das nicht tun. Now, do you recognize the koyach of Lubavitch? And Rabbi Kaplan told me that's Nachum Kaplan, told me that he was friends with, he happened to be friends over there, and when he was sick already, he visited him, and he asked him to bring him something to read, and he brought him Datomim. And when he kept it on his bed till the end. Okay.